guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought we could spend a couple of days together because I feel like I've actually got some fun stuff going on. Maternity leave sometimes is not the most exciting, shall we say. It can feel a bit like Groundhog Day sometimes. There's a lot of days where we just spend sat on the sofa, but the next couple of days we're actually going to be doing some fun stuff, or I think it's fun anyway. So I thought I could bring you along with me. I need to have a shower and get ready for the day. Harper has just had her first little nap. We got up really early this morning. She woke up about 6 and just didn't want to go back down. So we've been up since 6. She's obviously managed to have a little bit more sleep. I've not, but I actually feel surprisingly quite good. So that's great. I'm going to go actually to my office today. So I'm going to go into work, which I'm not going to do like a kit day or anything. I'm literally just going to go to see my friends that I work with, show Harper off in the office, and then I think we're going to go and get some lunch in Sheffield, which is where the office is. And then I was thinking, after we've been for lunch, I might nip into Meadowhall if Harper will let me, because there's just a few bits and bobs that I really need. I really need a couple of nice nursing bras. I've got a few like soft ones, but I need some that I've got a bit more support in and actual padding, so I've got some shape when I'm wearing tops. And then I also want to find some cute tops, because I've realised I've got loads of pairs of trousers. I've got a couple of really nice pairs of jeans that fit me at the minute. All of my tops are very basic. I live in vests and t-shirts, like basically on rotation. I'm wearing a white t-shirt, a grey t-shirt, a black t-shirt, and the same in vests. So I just need a couple of cute ones that I can just pop on and feel like I've got a bit more of a nice outfit on. I am very much a basics girly, but you know, I could do a couple of cuter bits. So I thought we could go and have a look. I'll probably go and look around Zara, although Zara 10 weeks postpartum might be a really bad idea. Oh wait, I'm 11 weeks postpartum today. You're 11 weeks old. Yeah, it could be a bad idea, but we'll just see how it goes. So I'm going to attempt to have a little shower and then get ready. Yeah, I don't actually know what time it is. I reckon it's probably about 9:30. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 8:35 a.m.
Oh, it's 8:30. So the day is going very slowly. I'm going to meet my friends at the office about 12:30, I think. So I'm planning on leaving here about 11:30, which means we've still got 3 hours until we need to leave. So that gives us plenty of time to get the shower in, probably have another nap or two, and maybe even watch, I don't know what time the tennis starts, but I'm a massive Wimbledon girly. I watched 2 really good games yesterday. Cam Norrie beat Tiafoe, who is like one of the really good American guys, and then Emma Raducanu also beat, I can't remember what her name was, but they're both through to the 3rd round. So they're actually not playing today because they were playing yesterday. They'll be playing tomorrow. But I just love a bit of tennis. I don't know why. I can never be bothered to watch like the French Open or the US Open. I have watched the US Open a couple of times. It's usually on Amazon Prime. But I always end up watching Wimbledon every single year. I just absolutely love it. I think it comes from when I was growing up. My grandma was obsessed with tennis. Like, I always remember going around to my grandparents and she would always watch Wimbledon. She was obsessed with Nadal. Literally like my 85-year-old grandma, obsessed with Nadal. And I think that's where it comes from. But I just absolutely love it. So we might get to watch maybe a bit of tennis before we go. What do you think? Okay, I just had a very quick shower and I'm just putting on some eyebrow dye because my eyebrows are so light, and this, to be honest, I don't really love this dye. This is the Isla one. I've used it for years and years and years, and then I think about maybe like 2 or 3 years ago they changed the formula. Like, they changed all the packaging and the formula, and it does not work as well. Like, it just doesn't go as dark, it doesn't last very long. It's really annoying. So I should probably try out a different one, but every time I go into Boots, this is the only one that they ever have. I remember once I tried, I think it was like a Schwarzkopf one, And that one was really good, like it went really dark and it lasted for ages. But this one, I'm finding that it's only lasted on my eyebrows for like a week, if that. And then they just look, well, they just look transparent. I'm thinking I need to do my hair and stuff. But what I might do is take my hairdryer or like my hair styler. I've got this like Shark, I can't remember what it's called now. Shark. It's not the Flex, it's not like the Dyson Airwrap dupe, it's a hot brush. And I really like it because it's got these like hot plates on it, which, imagine like a straightener, like loads of little straighteners but around a hot brush. So you can like brush your hair out with it and it smooths it and like curls it at the same time. I'll show you in a sec. But I'm going to do that, but I'm thinking I might take my styler thing into Harper's nursery and then Harper can do like a bit of tummy time on her playmat whilst I do my hair, because I don't know why I always feel guilty. Like if I'm not doing stuff with her all the time, or like if I put her in a bouncer, I feel bad. Like I feel like I need to always be doing stuff, especially now she's awake a lot longer. Like her wake windows have become much bigger and she's really, really active in them as well. Like she wants to be engaged, she likes looking at things, she's very chatty. So I just feel bad if I'm not always doing things with her. So like right now she's just chilling in her cot, but I try not to leave her in there for like more than 10 minutes because I just feel bad about it, even though she's perfectly fine and she's safe and she's chilling, and she does keep herself busy now with just, I don't even know, she's just always got her hands in her mouth and she wriggles around. But I feel, oh, she looks quite sleepy. She did have a nap like half an hour ago. Why don't we do a bit of tummy time? Oh, she's literally fallen asleep sucking her thumb. That is so cute. Look at the state of this spare bedroom. I've got so much clean washing. Oh my god, what I would pay for a machine that puts all of your washing away, folds it up, irons it. I absolutely hate doing it. It's literally my least favourite job in the world. But this is where my hairdryer is. I was actually thinking, so I was going to bring her like playmat. No, I was going to bring my hair stuff in here and do my hair in here, but obviously I've not got a mirror or anything, so I'm going to bring the playmat in here, pop her down in front of the mirror. She might like that actually. And then sit here and do my hair. Down here. Ooh, there's a mirror there, look. Wow. She's looking at, there's a mirror on top of the little play mat thingy, and she's looking at herself. So exciting once they start into, oh my god, I'm just sat surrounded by mess. These are all clothes that I need to either donate or put on Vinted. Oh god, these are the kind of things where before we had Harper, this would have driven me insane. I mean, it is kind of driving me insane. Yes. It is kind of driving me insane anyway. But trying to like spend even half an hour tackling something like this is so difficult. And I do think sometimes, well, when they do go down for a long nap, yeah, you might have loads of things in the house to do, but also it's nice to just chill. Like, it's so overstimulating sometimes. And obviously, you don't really get much time to yourself. So, on the one hand, I'm like, yeah, there's a whole list of things that I should probably be doing in the house. But on the other hand, I also just want to be able to relax a little bit. Oh god, this room, I'm looking around, I'm like, there's a towel there. The wardrobe's looking a mess. At some point in my life, my house will be clean and tidy again. Maybe now is not the time. It's actually not that bad downstairs. The house downstairs is usually clean most of the time because Tom and I are we're quite anal about it. So downstairs is normally fine. There always is one room. I feel like most people must have this. There's one room that always lets the side down. And it's usually the spare bedroom because it ends up being a bit of a dumping ground for stuff. This is that shark thing I was talking about. It doesn't even have the name on it. I can't remember what it's called, but I really like it. You can use it as like a blow dry brush. And then, like I said, it's got this setting where these little plates here smooth and like curl your hair, which is so good if you just only have like 5 minutes. If you only have like 5 minutes to do your hair, because it can just give you that blow dry look, and because it smooths it all out, it just makes it look nice and sleek and shiny. I've just got dressed. I'm going to do makeup. Harper's napping in the next to me. And I thought I could do, not a Q&A, but like, well, yeah, it kind of is a Q&A to be fair. I put a Q&A up on my Instagram the other day. And usually when I do Instagram Q&As, I answer like, usually around 10 of the questions, because I never want to like spam my Instagram stories. And people just get sick of the sight of me. But obviously there's like loads that I didn't get to answer, so I thought I'd do a few of them now. Oh, I got loads of questions about breastfeeding. I feel like I did a little bit of a TikTok about like 3 things I wish I knew about breastfeeding or something like that a few days ago, but I got a question about whether I did any classes, and I didn't, but I wish I had. I didn't even realise you could do like breastfeeding classes. And I was actually saying to my sister-in-law the other day, they do loads of antenatal classes, which we went to 3 different antenatal classes, and I'll be honest, I think I only found one of them really useful. The others were just kind of stuff that I'd already researched myself. But they didn't offer a breastfeeding class, and I think that's such a shame, because I do think the lack of support for like breastfeeding is crazy. I think once you've given birth, there is support. There's obviously like infant feeding teams and your midwives and health visitors and all that kind of stuff. But for me personally, I feel like more education about breastfeeding before I started would have been really, really helpful. Someone asked about if I started doing content creation before I was pregnant. Yes, I've been doing this thing for a long time. It's been my hobby for years. I actually started a blog back on, it used to be called Blogspot or Blogger, I think it was, when I was about 13. And I remember getting picked on it by boys at school because I had a blog. Apparently that was something that I feel like back in those days it was like you could bully people for anything, but yeah, it wasn't very cool for me to be doing that. But I did it anyway, I absolutely loved it. And then I transitioned over to doing Instagram, and I did that for a long time. Like, I had another account before this account that I have now. And I started out doing like beauty blogging. And I remember I did quite well at the time. I think it was a lot easier to grow back in those days. Like, this must have been like, what, 2014, 2015? I was still at school, so it was a long time ago. And I remember I got invited to go to like an event, and I must have only been like 16, and I was way too scared to go, so I didn't go. And you know, you look back and at stuff and you think, oh my god, if I'd have stuck with it back then, where could I be now? And I feel like I've done everything. I transitioned into I did like hair and fashion, and then I transitioned into doing a lot of home content when we bought the house. And again, I grew a lot during that time. I've done everything that they tell you not to do. Like, I've literally done every single niche going. They tell you to stick to one niche, continue making content like consistently in that niche, and you'll find your audience. I've done the opposite of that. I've literally changed so much. And I remember when I announced my pregnancy, someone commented on my pregnancy announcement video saying, please don't make your content all about like becoming a mom, like everyone else does. And first of all, I was like, bit of a rude question, because, you know, biggest thing that's ever happened to me, and it was my pregnancy announcement video. But I was like, I'm not going to make everything about being a mum. I'm going to weave like my normal content in with mum content. That didn't work out very well. I just realised that if I was going to keep up doing TikTok and doing Instagram whilst I was pregnant and postpartum, that's what I was going to be talking about, because right now I just don't have time to do other stuff. What I was doing before was home content, and it obviously involves a lot of like, I have to be decorating, I have to be doing DIY, going out and furniture shopping, was what I would mostly share. And I obviously I can't do that. Like, I'm not able to decorate the house right now because my hands are always full. So I've just found that like doing vlogs and talking about being a mum is what is easiest for me to do right now. And also, let's be honest, it's the main thing that's taking up my time. What am I doing? I've completely forgotten where I'm at with my makeup. I'm trying to find questions that aren't just motherhood related. Oh, questions about wedding. When's the wedding planning happening? Genuinely can't wait for that. Thank you so much. Honestly, I would like to know as well. We have started looking at stuff, but when I say looking, I mean literally looking on websites of venues and just trying to think about what we want to do. I'm so torn, to be honest with you, as to whether I want to do like the whole proper big wedding thing. I don't think we will, because the reality is it's really expensive to do that. And I guess is the one downside of having kids before you get married, is your priorities obviously change and things shift around. So finding the time and the money for a wedding once you've already had a baby is hard. If we were to get the money together to pay for a wedding, like we're talking like what's the average wedding now? £10,000-20,000. I just think we'd rather spend it on other things. Like, there's things that could help our family long term. Like, a wedding is one day. But we could invest that money in other things that are going to help, like, you know, make a more secure future for us and our family. So that was a bit deep. But in answer to the question, I've not really started looking, but I think when we do get married, it won't be a huge traditional wedding. I have a feeling we're going to do something a bit different, not only to save money, but also I just don't feel like I need to do a big wedding anymore. Don't get me wrong, if we had the money, I would be, you know, going absolutely crazy. But we don't. So we will see. I had a question about if I earn money through social media now. I had quite a few people say that they were like new mums and they would really like to do this as like a side hustle as well. And yes, I do earn money through social media. I've actually been earning money as a content creator for about 3.5 years. So I'm all like, basically since my TikTok kind of like took off, I've been able to monetize it. Obviously at the start I was not making loads of money. I think my first brand deal that I did, I got paid £150 for a video. But I've definitely made it a focus this year because I'm on maternity leave. Like, let's be honest, maternity leave is a struggle. No matter if you've got like a decent, and I have a pretty decent maternity policy at work. Obviously, once that ends, statutory maternity pay is terrible. So I definitely have like upped the ante with trying to make money out of TikTok and Instagram. And it's going pretty well this year. It is my most successful year so far, and obviously the financial year only started in April. It's such a weird thing to do as a job or like to bring in money because it's so inconsistent and you've not really got any way of controlling your income. It's so dependent on how well you're doing on platform. TikTok is really like, you know, it's playing tricks on me at the minute. So I've not had a great month on like the creator fund this month, but I've had more brand deals coming in. So that's been very exciting because I've got to work with some really amazing brands that I really, really love. I feel like I'm just rummaging around in this makeup bag. I'm not actually doing anything. I can't remember. I'm so bad at multitasking. But yeah, I've got to work with some really exciting brands so far, and I'm really hoping that I get to do more of it over the next year. I am planning on going back to work. Like, I really, really love my job, and it's a career that I worked for a long, long time. So it's not something that I just want to like give up. Oh, I always get loads of questions about these glasses. They're from Specsavers. I think they're by Roxy. I got them just before I gave birth, like a few weeks before. I was on maternity leave. It's like 2 weeks before I changed my glasses. And I get so many compliments on them. So yeah, Specsavers, Roxy. Someone asked about my sweep and if I chose to have it at 39 weeks. I did, but to be honest with you, I didn't really know much about having a sweep, and I basically went in for reduced movements. It was literally 11 PM 11 p.m. the night before I turned 39 weeks. So I was 38 plus 6. By the time I left the hospital, I was 39 weeks. And because I'd had reduced movements, when I went in for the monitoring, there was nothing wrong with like Harper. She was absolutely fine in there. But they said to me, oh, because you're 39 weeks, the consultant has said that we can offer you a sweep. And I did like ask them about the pros and cons. I just didn't really know much about it, and I was like, what would be the reason for me having a sweep right now? And they said to me that if I came in for reduced movements again, they would probably want to induce me. And I was really scared of having like the hormonal drip or any like real severe form of induction. So I made the decision to have the sweep because I thought that it would help prevent me having an induction. But I do think the sweep sent me into my really long labour. So I had a 36-hour prodromal labour. They had to break my waters because I wasn't progressing. And I think that was due to the sweep, to be honest with you. So in hindsight, would I have had it? No. But at the same time, she arrived on... Waking up? Yeah, at the same time, I think everything kind of happens for a reason, because she arrived on the anniversary of my mum's death, which was really like surreal and special to me. And obviously if I'd not had the sweep, she probably wouldn't have arrived on that day. So it's funny how these things work. I think if I was overdue next time, I would have a sweep again. I didn't like dislike the sweep or anything. I just think obviously I wasn't even at my due date yet, and I had the sweep, which I probably didn't really need, to be honest. Like obviously I'd had the reduced movements, but she was actually fine when they hooked me up to the monitors. So yeah, I don't know if I would do it again. Oh, someone asked me about whether any of the hacks to induce labour, whether I think they actually work. I'll be honest with you, no. Although, again, because I went into labour 4 or 5 days before my due date, I don't really know because I wasn't that heavily pregnant yet. I was obviously heavily pregnant, but I think for most women, the first baby arrives at like 41 weeks. So most women do go over, or like 40 plus 5 or something. So I did try like bouncing on a ball. I did the curb walking. I feel like I did a few other things. I tried a few different things basically. And yeah, I don't think any of them worked. Well, clearly not, because I had a sweep and that's what brought my labour on. One thing that I did do was drink raspberry leaf tea. And raspberry leaf tea doesn't induce labour. The idea of it is it's meant to make your second stage of labour, which is the pushing stage, shorter. And to be fair, obviously I had the sweep and I had my waters broken, so that was an induction. I can't put any of that down to the raspberry leaf tea. But once my waters were broken, I progressed from 2 centimetres to 10 centimetres in less than 2 hours. So that was like really quick. And then when I started pushing, I pushed her out in like just over 20 minutes. So that was quite quick as well. So that I actually do think the raspberry leaf tea helped with that, because I've heard some women push for like 2 hours, which I luckily didn't have to do. Do you ever feel like you're not achieving things on slow days? Yes. And I would say that's something that I've struggled the most with postpartum. I've spoken about this on Instagram quite a bit, to be fair, but I'm definitely a busybody. I like to be busy. I was like it before I got pregnant. Throughout my whole pregnancy, people were literally telling me to chill out, and it's just not in my nature. I'm a very erratic person. I don't like self-diagnosing, but I'm pretty convinced that I have some level of ADHD. So I'm quite a spontaneous person. I randomly will think of things to do and I just like to do them. And I'll take on new projects and all that kind of stuff. I drive Tom absolutely mad. I realised very quickly after having a baby, you just can't live like that. I was getting frustrated because I would wake up in the morning and think, right, today we're going to go and do this. We're going to go out and we're going to go to the shop, or we're going to do this, or we're going to do that. And she would be having a day where she was just wanting to cuddle. She wanted contact naps, which like that is what newborns do. And I very quickly realised that like, okay, my schedule does not exist anymore. It's her schedule and we work around her. If she's having a good day, she has a good day. If she's having a not so great day, she's having a not so great day. Add to that though, since I would say probably about 9 weeks, she's been a lot more chilled. She will go down in a car seat and not cry. She'll go in the pram and she won't cry. Whereas when she was a newborn, all she wanted was to be held. So it made doing stuff pretty impossible for me. But once I embraced it, rather than tried to resist it, so much easier. Like, rather than trying to just do loads of stuff all the time, I just chilled and followed her schedule. So much easier. I wasn't getting frustrated. I wasn't getting wound up. So some days we don't do much at all. We just sit in front of the telly, which I've definitely had to adjust to. But I've learned to embrace it a lot more. I enjoy it. And I think I said about this in the last video, but because she's getting a lot bigger now, and I'm noticing how quickly she's growing, I'm trying to embrace those days a little bit more where she does just want to sleep on me and nap on me, because I can already see that that is not going to be the reality for forever. I just got changed because it is 20, I think it says it's like 21 degrees today, but I can't be bothered to take a jacket, so I thought if I just wear a long sleeve top, should be warm enough. Watch how I'm absolutely boiling. You okay? There you go. It was a struggle getting out of the house for the first few weeks, but I just persevered, kept doing it, because I knew that it'd build my confidence. Right, let's go, because you are knackered, I think, and you can have a sleep in the car. I just parked up at Meadowhall. Meadowhall. I didn't end up filming anything, obviously like going into my office and out for lunch, just because we were chatting away, and sometimes it just doesn't feel like the right place to like whip a camera out in someone's face. But it was really nice. I had this like Korean fried chicken with a Korean corn dog. I've ended up bringing half of it back because it was massive, but very good. I'm not going to stay here for very long because I think Harper, well, she's just fallen asleep, so yeah, I don't want to disturb her too much. I'm hoping that she'll just stay asleep whilst I'm around the shops. I don't want to jinx it and push it too far and stay for ages. I'm just going to go into M&S because I really need a bra. I just want one that's got a bit more support. I've been wearing these ones from TikTok shop and they're alright, but they're just like soft cup, like, not like bras, you know what I mean, like really comfortable ones, but they haven't got any padding or support in, and I just feel like I need a little bit more shape. So I'm going to go and grab one of those from M&S, and then I might have a little look round maybe Zara, but the thing is I won't really be able to try anything on because I've got her with me. I came a few weeks ago actually, and I quickly learned, yeah, you can't really like go and try stuff on, so if I buy anything and it doesn't fit, then I'll have to come all the way back. So I don't think I'm going to get loads of bits. I'm just having a look around M&S. I'm actually having a look at the bedding because obviously I'm doing our bedroom at the minute, and we could do with even just one new bed set, but I want to get like a real nice, this lighting's a bit strange, a really nice like good quality sheet. I was looking at these like muslin textured ones, but they're not actually that soft. Also, I think that's a mistake. £25 for a king. Oh, it's a sheet. I thought it was a bed linen set. I was like, 25 quid? That one's 55. See, I don't really like this kind of like sateen material. I don't want it to be silky. I just want it to be soft. I've got linen sets in here. I feel like I just want plain white. Double 65. King is 105. Yeah, no. They've got very loud music on in here, so I don't think I'm going to be able to film because I'm going to get copyrighted, but I don't know why I've always loved going in this lift in M&S in Meadowhall, because it's been here for years, and it's like a glass. When I was a kid, I used to think, oh my god, it's like the big glass elevator from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Harper has just fallen asleep, which I actually think that might be the first time she's ever fallen asleep in the pram, like when I've been out and about. Usually she just cries in the pram, so that's great. And I didn't realise there's a Space NK here, so I'm going to go and have a look in there. I had no idea that there was an on bonus here. I don't know if that's new or if it's just been so long since I've been that it's been here for a while and I just didn't know. I've just come to the Zara sale to have a try on a few bits. Ignore all my stuff on the floor. These are a size 16. That's where the button's supposed to go up to. I mean, maybe that's why they're in the sale, but why does Zara do this? So I won't be buying these. Harper she's actually just had a really long nap and now she's just chilling in there. She's been a dream today, like, didn't think this was gonna go that well, but it has. Obviously got to have a quick look in the kids section because the baby stuff at Zara is just so cute. Got these little like linen trousers. I've only got 6 to 9 months, which I don't know if by that point it will be too cold. I thought I'd quickly show you what I bought. So M&S wise, mostly underwear. Well, actually all underwear. I did get some food, but just for me to have for tea, because Tom is out with his work he won't be out late, but he's probably going to eat, I would guess, while he's out. So I've got myself some sushi to have for tea. Got salmon and avocado and chili prawn, so that sounds nice. I'm pretty sure I bought these in my last vlog. I can't leave M&S without getting a pack of these cookies. I'm actually addicted to them. But I got the triple chocolate ones this time because I've had the milk chocolate a few times recently, so I thought I'd mix it up a little bit. I did get a couple of bras, so I have this bra but not in the nursing version, just the normal one. So this is the Flex Fit bra. It's just so soft and I really like the cups on it. They're not padded, but they're thick. So when you wear them under a t-shirt, it looks really smooth and it comes up quite high. So I got one of those obviously in the nursing version with the nursing clip. And I bought this like 2-pack of, these are really soft as well. Again, just full cup nursing bras. These ones are padded, but I didn't try anything on in M&S, so I'm hoping, I couldn't remember what size I got last time, but I'm hoping that these are alright because I can't really be bothered to go and take them back. Not that exciting. I bought some pants. They do a deal where you get like 5 pairs for £12, so I got 5 pairs of like thongs, 2 in white, 2 grey and a green pair. I saw these and I thought that colour was really nice, like this dark burgundy kind of like cherry red colour, so I got a packet of those as well. All of that came to like 70 quid, which is that expensive? I feel like it is, but to be fair, 3 bras and 8 pairs of knickers, probably not, to be fair. Not in 2025 anyway, inflation and all that. And I went into Space NK, which I vlogged, but I didn't vlog in there because it's quite a small store. And they have loads of people in there helping and like asking if you need anything. So I was like, it's not really the right place, but I ended up doing some damage in there. I was not intending to buy anything, but there was a few bits that were on my list to have a look at, and I just was like, okay, I'm gonna treat myself. I haven't bought myself many things, to be honest, since Harper was born. I really thought that afterwards I'd do myself like a really cute? Am I okay? I'm tired. I thought I'd do myself like a little shop, but I never ended up doing it, so I thought this can be my treat. I got the Paula's Choice exfoliating acid because my blackheads, like, all I'm going to say is my face is a hot mess right now. You don't want to see it up close. So hopefully this will sort those out. I needed a new cleansing oil because my Beauty Pie one ran out. I was using the Beauty Pie Japan Fusion cleanser and so nice. I really liked it, but I've used it all. I was using it every single night, so I thought I'd try a different like oil-based cleanser. So I got the Caudalie one. I love Caudalie skincare. I already have 2 of the cleansers upstairs. In fact, I finished one of them this morning. I've got like a cleansing foam. Finished that this morning, so I thought I would try their cleansing oil. Bought a couple of things from Vive. I've never actually bought anything from Vive before, but I remember watching all of Jamie Genevieve's videos back in the day. I haven't watched YouTube in ages. I don't know if she still does what YouTube videos. I'm gonna go and have a look actually, because I'm really into watching YouTube at the minute. It's getting me through maternity leave, and I've just clocked like I haven't watched her videos, I want to say, in like 3 years. So I got the Skin Nova primer, which I've heard a lot of people talk about this. Put a little bit on the back of my hand and it was so nice. It's like a mix between a moisturiser, a primer and like a glow serum. So I'm going to try that. And then I also bought their complexion balm, which I guess is like foundation, but it's a little bit lighter because I needed something just as my base. So that's the Skin Nova Complexion Balm. So hopefully that combination will look really nice. They did give me a £10 voucher at Space NK. So I need to use it before it lasts for a month. So I'm definitely going to use that. I might even use it to get myself a new Diptyque candle, because I absolutely love the Diptyque candles, but my gosh, they're definitely expensive. I just love a nice candle. I like Jo Malone candles, I like Diptyque candles. If anyone's got any other nice candle brands, I really want to try, is it Memory? I think it's Molly Mae's friend's brand, because I've heard good things about that. But yeah, that'll get me £10 off, so I might do that. I think we're going to go sit on the sofa. I'll give you a little feed and we'll have a cuddle, because we've been out and about all day. I feel like I've not snuggled her. It's so weird. Like, I was thinking on the drive back, I kept looking at a little face in the mirror and I was like, I just want to give you a cuddle and a kiss. Oh, you look so sad. Okay. Should we go and have some food? Good morning, guys. It's the next day. Harper is being so chatty today, which I need. I'm having a bit of a, not a down, I'm not going to call it a down day, because it's only, I think it's about 8:30. So, it's 10 to 10. It's not 8:30. It's 10 past 10. It's 10 to 10 in the morning. So I'm not going to call it a down day. A down morning. I've just been thinking about my mum a lot. So my mum died over 6 years ago now. From cancer. And my Harper was actually born on the anniversary of my mum's death. So I feel like if having a baby, like a girl, wasn't enough of a connection and like a period of time where I was going to reflect on having my mum and the relationship that we had, then the fact that she was like born on that same day just makes the connection even stronger. I don't know what it was this morning. I just woke up. We actually had such a nice night, like a really good night. She only woke me up once at 4 AM. She went down at 9:30. So that is like, that's the best night's sleep I've had since Harper was born. And then she went back to sleep until like 8 o'clock, and we were having contact naps and just snuggles. And then I think I saw something on TikTok, and it was about like how fast motherhood goes, and it just set me off. Thinking about her. And I don't know if I'm gonna have uploaded it, because I started talking and I started making a TikTok about it, and then I just started crying throughout the video. So I just don't know if I'm gonna upload it. Sometimes it feels a little bit strange, like crying on the internet. It's such a weird thing, because I like connecting with people and I like sharing things, because I feel like they will help someone else. And I know that I've had so many messages from other women who have lost their mom, so I know that it like touches other people. At the same time, it's a very weird thing. It's like putting your like vulnerable emotional moments out on the internet. It feels sometimes a bit strange. What was I even saying? Oh my god. It's just been a weird morning where I've just been thinking a lot about her, and I do get sad sometimes just thinking my mum would have just had the best relationship with Harper. And also I feel like I'm going through a new stage of grief where I'm like grieving the time that like the support that I would have wanted from my mum during the time that I've become a mum myself. So yeah, I just had a moment this morning, but like I said, we're not gonna have a down day. It was just a moment. The tears have dried up. She's been so chatty and smiley this morning and laughing. It's like she knew I just needed something to cheer me up. So we've had a lovely cuddle. I'm thinking we're going to chill out today, because yesterday, oh my god, I'm not being that tired in such a long time. It's so weird, because obviously you get woken up a lot when they're newborns and you are tired, but it's a different feeling of tired. It's like mentally tired. Whereas yesterday I got home after a full day out. By the time Tom got back, I was like, I'm ready for bed. Like, came up to bed when Harper did, 8:30, 9:30. Physically just shattered, like my body ached, which I haven't felt in a long time. So I don't know if she just knew I needed a good night's sleep. But guys, because we live in a new build, they're still building some of the houses on this estate, and it's so noisy in the daytime. Obviously I did notice it before, because I used to work from home a lot, But I feel like recently it's got even louder, and I don't know if I'm just more in tune with it because we've got a baby, but if you can hear that, our Beans is meowing. Just done very quickly my makeup. I filmed it for TikTok, Insta, because I've had a few people ask like my quick mum makeup. This takes me less than 5 minutes. So I've just filmed that. It should be somewhere. I'll link it in the description. Guys, I can't get over a bald spot. It looks so bad. I know it's like kind of normal because her hair rubs when they're lying down and stuff, but she looks like an old man. Good morning, guys. Guess who forgot to carry on vlogging the other day? I just didn't remember to pick up the camera. We went for a little trip to Morrison's. Harper was asleep there and back. We bumped into Tom's mum. We just got a few bits and bobs, but I completely forgot to film, and then the rest of the evening went by, and then I think it's been a couple of days, to be honest. So it just didn't cross my mind. I did forget about you guys, so I'm sorry about that, but we're back. It's Sunday today, and I think we're gonna go. Tom needs some new shoes for work. I think we're gonna go and do a little bit of shopping. It's raining today, and I'm so glad about it. This is my favourite weather. Like a moody, rainy day is the best, in my opinion. I'm just making our morning coffees. This tends to be our kind of routine on a weekend. Like on a Sunday, I love to be able to come down, make a coffee without having baby girl with me. It's the small luxuries, isn't it? So I'm doing the coffees. I'm going to take them upstairs. We'll have 20 minutes or so in bed, just having a chilled, a little cosy morning together, and then we'll be up and out, hopefully. Hello. Oh, put him. Smelly. Change the nappy. Oh, that angle's a bit weird. Stopped raining, which is perfect timing. Although, to be fair, everywhere here is inside. We've come to the York designer outlet, which I've not been here for like years. I feel like 5-6 years, but it seems like it's got like pretty good brands, whereas like some of the like outlet places, like there's an outlet village near us and it's alright, but it's mostly not like great brands. So ooh, 500. Right, let's go. Did not realise they did Joe Malone in here. I'm very tempted to buy a candle. Don't know how much cheaper they are. £56 down to 42. Not bad. I used to really love this foundation. This is the Clinique, what's it called? Even Better Clinical Foundation, but my skin got really dry when I was pregnant and it does not work very well with dry skin, so I haven't used it in ages. They've got a whole Le Creuset shop and we really need some salt and pepper pots, so I'm going to have a look in here. Pretty successful trip. You got your shoes. I got some salt and pepper pots from Le Creuset. Rain stopped. So much nicer the weather today. I feel bad. I'm gonna have to wake her up to give her a feed before we go.
It's for the greater good though, isn't it?
Yeah, because if she wakes up on the way back wanting food and she screams, we've got an hour journey, so we don't, like, if she woke up like 10 minutes in wanting a feed.
Need to go get some fuel.
Oh yeah, we need to get some petrol. And maybe a McDonald's on the way home? You never say no. Tom will never say no to McDonald's. And there's a new burger, we've got to try it.
I don't know why people... I know that you can get down there.
Oh, this person's parked way close. Look how close they've parked. I bet they've got a car seat as well, to be fair. They have. There's like... I know, it's nice that. Bear in mind how big this shopping place is.
Do you want to take her in and give her a feed and I'll do that? Yeah,
good idea. There's like 30 child and parent spaces. Right. I actually thought that was a pretty good shopping centre, to be fair. So Tom got himself some new shoes for work, and you can see him back in the car. Some new shoes for work, and he also got himself a t-shirt and a hat, which, guys, that is very successful because Tom does not buy himself new clothes ever. Normally I do him like a couple of big shops a year, like I'll do like a massive order from like Zara or somewhere, and he'll just pick out bits because he hates coming shopping. So this was a successful trip and I'm so excited about those. I've wanted those little the Le Creuset, they're actually salt and pepper grinders, not pots, for ages, and I think they were like 30% off, 40% off. They're meant to be like £41 each, and I think they're about £28 each. So I got us the light blue ones with the gold bit on the top. I don't know what you'd call it.
I'm just gonna find a bin for this.
Thanks. I'm just putting on the tennis. It is Wimbledon. What round are we on? Round 4. And Cam Norrie's winning the first set. I thought I'd show you guys these salt and pepper shakers because, let me turn that off actually. I'll mute that for now. Harper's down here. She loves this Baby Beyond bouncer. Look how orange that is. It's giving a mess. So these are just, I need to show you how stunning these are. I checked the receipt. They were 30% off. So if you're a Le Creuset fan and there's some bits that you want, definitely go and have a look at, it's the York Outlet Village. York Designer Outlet. Oh, upside down. How beautiful are they? Love this colour combination of the light blue with the gold. It's giving me like Nancy Myers vibes. Did you just do a trumpy? We went to McDonald's, but it's a good job we stopped because literally, I want to say 3 minutes after we'd set off from the shopping centre, Tom was like, "Is that a smell inside the car?" So it was a good job we were stopping anyway. So Daddy went and changed your nappy. Mummy got us a McDonald's. I had a chicken nugget meal. I never used to be a chicken nugget girly, and then ever since I got pregnant, I've absolutely loved a chicken nugget meal. Just simple. And they've got the halloumi fries on at the minute, which are 10 out of 10. So we had a few of them. Daddy had a double cheeseburger. He's at the pub at the minute. And yeah, I'm going to sit and watch the tennis. I think Cam Norrie has got a good chance of winning this match. He's about to win. I think he's about to win the first set if he gets this point. So we will see. I have a feeling that you've just done another poo because you stink. You stink. Let's change your nappy. Oh, it's actually Monday today. But obviously, I forgot to end the vlog like I always do. But I just wanted to say thanks for watching because I started editing this and I was like, bloody hell, it's a long one. I'm hoping that I managed to cut it down to at least under an hour because no one wants to hear me yap on for that bloody long. Today is such a weird Monday. I'm not going to yap on because it's the next week and I'll be doing my next vlog. But I just feel out of sorts today. Like Harper's actually being a little angel. She started sleeping really, really well. Like I've had the most sleep this weekend that I've had since she was born. I've not been talking about it too much because I don't want to jinx anything, but she's had like Friday night, Saturday night. She had full night's sleep. Like we're talking like 7-8 hours. Last night she'd wake up a couple of times, but that's fine. And yet for some reason, I'm absolutely knackered. I'm on the verge of tears. I don't know why. Something about Mondays, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to end the vlog here because it's the next week. So I'm going to be starting next week's vlog. But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully it wasn't too long. If you haven't already, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I love having you guys around here. I'm really excited for this little community that we're building over on YouTube. And I'm just really loving doing the vlogs. I'm finding it really therapeutic. I feel like I just get to talk about myself all the time, which you know, obviously is my favourite topic, and it's like having a little bit of company whilst I'm alone on maternity leave. So yeah, I've been absolutely loving it. So please subscribe and I will see you all in next week's video. Mwah!